Okay, we're live. We'll just wait for everybody else to come on.
So you're making I just got the notification, so Bill will be on here in a second too. You're making buttercream this time, right? The
Yes,
traditional.
the classic buttercream.
Okay. Somebody
That can go
was
on
talking about
anything.
marshmallow buttercream.
I have made. I've made. It wasn't really kind of like a buttercream a little bit. It had marshmallows in it, and then I've also made the marshmallow fondant, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
really good. It's better than regular fondant.
Yeah, that's what I've heard is that the marshmallow both of them are really good, really
They are
tasty.
really good. They are. I don't know. One of my favorites is probably the Swiss meringue buttercream. That one takes a little while. We might do it on down the line.
I just love all. I think I don't know that I've tried all buttercreams, but I know that I love them all. I don't think I have to try them to know that I love them.
What's not to like about buttercream? It's great.
So good. So do you
But this
use,
is,
I think we talked about this before. Do you use castor sugar? You make your own castor sugar, don't you?
I do make my own castor sugar, but I didn't this time. I just used regular powdered sugar. And I always sift it. So I usually keep a big bowl with a lid on it, and I just sift it when I get it.
Okay.
Because it does a lot better. But yeah, I do make my castor sugar, and my powdered sugar. Castor and powder are a little different too. The castor sugar is still sugary, but it's not as coarse as granulated. And then the powdered sugar is a little bit more. And
So it's
there's
kind of like
Bill.
in between.
It's what?
It's in between.
Yeah, yeah. Castor sugar is in between powdered sugar and granulated sugar.
Cool. Okay. I
It's
don't
just a
see.
little bit more. Bill's
Um,
here.
that's funny. I can't see who's joining. So unless they're chat. Oh, maybe I'm not in the comments. Okay, there I am. Okay. I was in the
You're in the
private
comments.
chat. I was in the private chat automatically. I wonder why that does it. So, okay. And I can't respond on the chat.
Oh, you can't?
Mm-mm.
I wonder why.
I don't
Because
know.
I can't respond either.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for me. You'll just be talking and we'll just say, okay.
Let me see if I can change my settings at all. No, I don't think I can. No. Okay. I don't know. We'll just go with it. Ellie's laying down behind me. She just got a new heating pad, a little doggy heating pad, and she's so happy.
Oh, wow.
She's not spoiled though.
No, mine isn't either. But mine's been acting up a little bit the last few days. He chewed my rug in my office. I don't know why. I think he was mad we left him home.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Yep, they do have their little ways of paying back, don't they?
It's not like he's ever home very long by himself because Lynn's home a lot of times and I'm not. When I'm here, sometimes he's gone. He's hardly ever here alone unless we just go out. But we did go out yesterday because it's going to be so bad here this starting tomorrow. Don't know if I'm going to get stuck at home or get stuck at work.
Yeah, that's crazy. Got to be ready for anything.
Yeah, we're just waiting and see.
Yeah. Wow.
I know there was some that said they would be here and they hope they didn't forget. So I hope the notification reminds them.
Yeah. Let me make sure that. Did you post it recently on Facebook? You did, didn't you?
I think I did.
Okay.
I did it on Facebook. I did it on the community tab. And then I think I reposted it. No, I didn't do it in the lives, but I did repost it in the community tab. So we'll just
Okay.
see. Not we'll just keep on making it and you know, we always
Yeah.
catch up
Yep. That sounds good too. Yeah.
with the with it.
I
It's not hard to make. It's super, super simple. And it's just um and it can be buttercream can be made two different ways, and I'll go over that when we start. And like in the summer when it's 100 degrees outside, you want to make it a little different, especially
make
if
it a
you're going to
little
be
more stable.
yeah, a little more
Yeah.
because
Cool.
it can melt really quick with the butter and the vegetable shortening and everything in it. And my grandson's birthday it's in August. It's always hot. I'm like, we're not making a cake again because I did that once and we went to a splash pad and by
Oh
the
no.
time we got them in from the splash pad to the picnic tables, the cake was going, and it was really a cute cake. It was a dinosaur themed. He was like 5 then.
He was going extinct, huh?
Yeah, they were dying out.
Poor dinosaur. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, here, even in summer, you can't really leave anything out on the counter. Even though you have air conditioning going and stuff, it'll melt pretty quickly. So,
It gets humid here. I mean, that's what the big thing is here is the humidity.
mhm.
It melts everything. It's just
Yep.
so it feels so much hotter. 'Cause I know Arizona, it's drier there. My daughter moved to Arizona, moving from here to Arizona. She lived in Phoenix for 6 years, and she was like, "It's too hot to sweat here."
It's very different.
It's
It's
real
surprisingly
hot.
different. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy.
But it was different because she was like, it's really different because um, here it is so humid, and there you guys probably don't have any humidity.
We have very little. During the monsoons, we will get a fair amount of humidity, but I don't, it's nothing like that part of the country. Nothing.
Ours
It's
is like it feels like 100% humidity.
Yeah, we might get up to like 50 and that's when the monsoons start, but yeah, it's not that bad.
It
So what
shows
do you
there's 3 people watching right now, but I only see, well, they haven't commented, so it's just Bill.
Yeah.
So we'll give it a little bit longer and then we'll get started on the icing.
What does
10
the
minutes.
humidity do to meringue?
It makes it icky on top.
Does it make it
Um,
weak?
yes, yes. So it's hard here. And I've seen some different recipes to try to do meringue where you cook the sugar and stuff instead of just do the egg whites and sugar. And I'm going to try it. I grew
I've
up
read
only having just the regular meringue. And when it gets so hot here, even in the refrigerator, it gets like gooey on top and it weeps really fast. And I don't like that.
I've read that to add cream of tartar, but I don't really
I
know
do
what
add
the
cream of
process
tartar.
is.
I do add that to it, but I've seen some of these really good recipes for meringue with the cooked sugar in it. So I'm gonna try it. I think there was one in the group on Facebook on the cooking creators. She's on YouTube. I think her name's Val. I seen one she had, so I was like, I might try your meringue.
If you put cream of tartar in it, do you put it in dry or do you like mix it with water like you would for cornstarch or whatever and then put it in?
No, I don't mix it with water. I just put it in with the egg whites, and then I just sprinkle the sugar on top as it's whipping, and then let it whip really good with the sugar going in slowly. And I don't do anything special. I just put it in there.
Okay.
My grandma did it. I always do it. So I'm on the hunt for a better or for humidity.
So does that happen with any of the like adding that to the buttercream? Does if you whip the egg whites and add it to buttercream, does it make it weep at all when it gets too humid?
Well, buttercream, you don't put egg whites in it. It has no eggs.
Oh, you don't put like a meringue or
Not in
marshmallow.
traditional, not in
Okay.
traditional buttercream. It
So
has
the 7
butter or vegetable shortening
okay.
in it in traditional buttercream. Yeah, no eggs at
Okay.
all. So the only thing that melts is the butter in it.
I was
That's
thinking
what.
that there was one where you add a um egg whites in it too.
Yes, the Swiss meringue
Oh, the
buttercream.
Swiss. Okay. And isn't that what
Yeah,
you do with 7-minute frosting also? Is that an egg white
kind
one?
of. Yeah, it starts out like that with the 7 minute or the 7 minute frosting or whatever. Yeah, it starts out like that.
And
But
will that one
traditional
weep
buttercream,
too?
it doesn't weep. The Swiss meringue will probably, but the Swiss meringue buttercream, it's pretty stable. It's really good. That's one of my favorite icings besides this, but it just takes a while to make it, so it's a little bit labor intense. It would be definitely be a longer video.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would do it live. I don't know. Maybe it just
Even meringue
depends.
is hard to do live because you never know how it's going to turn out. You know, you'd get one little speck of something in your bowl and it can ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, if it's even got any kind of oil in it or anything. I know like royal icing, the icing that you use for cookies. Oh, that is so hard to make sometimes, especially when it's humid. It is so hard to make.
Huh.
Because it's real temperamental. It's made with meringue powder, and you can't have any oil with it, or it ruins it. Well, it's 15 after, so I guess we can get started on the buttercream. Maybe they're just watching and not commenting. So
Okay.
hopefully, if they're there, they'll comment and say something.
On the replay. Yep.
And they can watch it on the replay. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down, the
Okay.
camera down. Is that good right there? Can you
That's
see that
good.
well?
Yeah.
Right there? Okay. I'll put it up a little bit. It kind of fell down. Okay. So I'm going to start with my stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer if you like. That's your decision. So I'm going to do a half a stick of butter. That is a half a cup. And it's softened. I've left it at room temperature for a little while. Right away. And I'm going to do a half a cup of vegetable shortening. So, like I said, in the summertime, I would, if you're going to be outside, I would just use vegetable shortening just because it's a little more stable. Just try not to be outside too much with it. So I'm going to start whipping this. And I just let it whip and whip really good. It takes a few minutes. I was so glad when I finally got my stand mixer. I'm going to scrape that down just a little. Get that down inside there, get it all mixed up really well. Okay. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's just whipped. It's really whipped pretty well. So if it's summertime and you're not going to use butter in it, then I would use butter flavoring, butter extract.
Okay.
Because you're not going to have that butter taste, and that's what makes it so good. Put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And half a teaspoon of almond extract. And then we're going to turn this back on and let this all mix together. And you'll think it won't mix together, but all the flavorings will mix eventually into the butter and the shortening. And I don't know how much I have here. I just have a bowl of powdered sugar that has been sifted. splashing a little bit. I'm going to scrape this down a little bit more.
Do you have a cake that you're going to use this for today?
No, I don't have any today. I have to bake a bunch more cakes this week. But it'll stay good in the refrigerator in a bowl for about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's good.
And you can freeze it for up to 6 months if you want.
That's
Okay.
nice.
So I'm going to add, let me get this towel real quick. So I have just a dish towel like this.
Like
just
a tea towel?
Yes, like a tea towel. I'll show you why in a minute. I think I've showed that before on a video.
You're either going to cover the mixer or you're going to cover yourself.
I'm going to cover the mixer. Because it always just kind of plumes up with,
yes.
You have powdered sugar everywhere.
Yes.
On everything. So that's how I do it.
That's good.
Lift that up again.
So you're at 2 cups right now?
2 cups right now. Mm-hmm. Even though I use this, I still have powdered sugar all over me.
Yes.
At least mostly just kind of in this area. I'm messy.
Me too.
I do better than I used to.
Bill said those mixers can throw stuff. Yes, they can. Very far.
Yeah. I'm up to 3 right now. And at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of cream. You don't want to add too much. And you can do milk, but I just have heavy whipping cream. You can use milk if you want. You can just use water if you want, but you want some kind of liquid because it's going to get really, really thick.
That
So I'm
sounds
just
so
going to
good.
add 1 tablespoon at a time because you can't take away. You can always add more, but you can't take away once you get it started. Turn that on again. And I'm going to do the last cup. And I'm going to add a little bit more. So you want to have about probably anywhere from 5 to 7. Well, probably not tablespoons. You just add 1 at a time. Around 5 is probably a good number of tablespoons.
So you've got 3 cups of powdered sugar so far, or 4?
No, this is the 4th one.
That's the 4th one?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So 1 cup of, half a cup of butter and half a cup of Crisco?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Because it's winter time. It'll be good. Okay, so now it's not blowing powder everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let that whip really good. Okay, so I've added 2 tablespoons of the heavy whipping cream. And this is really thick. It's real thick. Can you see how it's just too thick? And there's still some powdered sugar in the bottom. So I'm going to add another tablespoon or 2. I'm going to add 2 this time. It's because it's so thick.
Is there any application that you would use it that thick on a cake? Would you use that like as a base or in the middle or whatever?
No, I would use this is for mostly borders and flowers and different things like that. It's very stiff. It stands up. It's still pretty stiff. You can see. Oh, let me get it down there where you can see. It's still pretty stiff. So I'm gonna add just one more. I think one more tablespoon of the whipping cream will be good.
And so you would add more if you're going to use it to cover like the whole cake. You might add more to kind of thin it out a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. How you figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna give that a good scrape down. Get it all off the bottom. Make sure it's all in there really good. For some reason, even with the stand mixer, it's still on the bottom. Doesn't mix real well at the
yeah, mine too. Yeah.
I got powder. I got icing all over my hands. And I like to whip mine, whip it till it's real light and fluffy. Okay, so this is a stiff buttercream. I'll show you how to figure out it's stiff. There. Okay, so if it's a stiff buttercream, which is what you want for borders and flowers and different things like that, you stick a spatula, flat end spatula. If it stands up like that, doesn't move, it's stiff. So I'm going to get a couple of little bowls and mix them up and show you what it's like for medium and what it's like for really thin. And thin is what you want to cover a cake. You don't want it real thin like it's going to run off, but you want it enough where it's going to stay, but it's easy to cover the cake. Give me just a second.
Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining us here. It looks like pretty good stuff, doesn't it?
Oh, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Haven't seen her in a while.
She's asking if she can lick the beaters.
Sure.
So you're going to make 3 different consistencies.
Yeah, I'm going to show you 3 different consistencies. So I'm going to add just a little bit of cream to this, not a whole lot. Because, you don't want to add too much because you can't take away. Okay, so this is probably still too stiff, so we'll need to add some more. It's kind of, it's probably perfect. So it's going to the side. So I'm going to show you from this side. Okay, so I have it standing up in the middle. It's fallen over a little bit. That's medium consistency. And that can be used for borders too. And the filling in the middle, it's really good for filling in the middle. So that's medium.
How long do you have to work with this before it totally stiffens up?
Till it stiffens, like how? What do you
like if I get a cake and the border the border has been piped or something, that's stiff again. So it's like it's hardened up, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you'll do all the icing first. You'll do the filling in the middle if it's a layer cake, and then you'll cover it with the really soft icing with it's not runny soft, but we'll do the soft next. And so I'm not sure what are you asking?
So like how long can you leave the bowl sitting before you have to add more cream and stuff to get it to where it's workable again? Like if you leave it sitting for an hour or so, is it okay? You can work with it
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can. It'll be fine. So I'm going to add just a little bit more cream.
My only experience is working with just like powdered sugar, melted butter, and vanilla. Like that's the icing that I know. And so in a
Yeah,
little while, that
that
one will
well, that's
harden
what
up.
this is. It's that kind too. But and no, it'll be good. I mean, on the counter for a little while. Yeah, you could leave it out like during the day or whatever.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be refrigerated because it doesn't have any eggs in it, but it does have cream. So if you add the
But
cream to it, just no heat. So we're gonna see. I added about another half a tablespoon of cream to this, and we're gonna see how it does. Might need to add some more cream to it. We'll see. So it's still kind of on the medium consistency. It's getting there. I'm gonna add just a tiny, tiny bit more. And it
Kathy says,
doesn't. Kathy
Kathy
said
says
what?
if Kathy says if you step away again, you risk a spatula.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is probably soft now. So it looks really good. It's
Oh
soft.
yeah.
It's okay. So I'm going to stand this up, and then we're going to watch and see. And of course, it's not going to do anything because I'm standing here holding it. It's okay because
It's
it can't
testing
be
you.
medium.
Hi,
I'm going to add a
Kathy.
little bit more cream.
Kathy says, "Nice to meet you, Catalina. I'm Jessie with Catalina Treats. Nice to meet you too, Kathy. Very nice to meet you."
Kathy lives in Texas,
Okay.
right? I'm pretty sure.
So why are you mixing this together with a knife and stuff instead of mixing it in your blender? So you can know what the consistency is?
Yeah, because I don't want to mix my soft icing with my thick, hard, consistency.
Okay.
So this one is falling over pretty fast. Yep.
Cool.
That's what you want to ice a cake with. It still stands pretty good on the spatula like that,
Uh-huh.
but when you do this, it falls over.
So that way it won't tear the cake when you're trying to spread it over the top.
Yes.
Okay.
And so whenever you do the colors, I use a lot of the drop colors, and I use the gel. But if you don't use, if you use just the jar kind and the little kind in the jar, I'll show you how to do that.
Hey Kathy, I'm Jessie. Jessie. Yes. Do you have a channel, Kathy, or just a fan? A Justina fan.
So I have this kind of gel food coloring. It's in a jar. So if you
I've seen that
have it in a jar, don't stick your toothpick or whatever you're using to do it more than once, because you don't want the icing to contaminate the gel, and it will. So then, depending on how big of a color you want, I just put it in there like that. Way. I use a clean toothpick every time I color my icing. It'll contaminate your icing, and it'll go. I mean your gel color, and it'll go bad.
Those colors must last for a long time because you just use a tiny bit, huh?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Is it purple?
Yes. It says it's dusty rose. It's kind of a rose colored more than purple. But on camera, it really looks, it does
delicious.
look purple. So that is my take on how to do the icing. Wilton has really good icing colors. And I'm going to turn the camera back up since we're pretty much done now. So Wilton has the colors that are just drops. And they're so good because you can just measure, you can just count the drops until you get to the color you want, write it down, and then that way you can go back and you can mix that color up again. It was called Color Right. I think they've changed the name because when I worked for Wilton and I taught for them, it was a few years ago and they sold. And now there's a couple different ones like at Hobby Lobby and stuff, but they still have the same basic, the ones that are the little drop gels. They're really good because you can monitor how much is in there, get back to that same color you want, because these kinds, you just got to kind of fake it.
I've always used the McCormick, I think it is, the grocery store ones, like
the food coloring. So those don't get the food coloring drops, just the regular red, green, blue, and yellow. Those do not get as bright as those gel, gel. And then like now they have the gel kind that are like McCormick's and they're in the little tubes, but they're really bright. And they do the same thing. They're not those food coloring drops are just going to be pastel. Doesn't matter how much you put in there, and it'll make the icing really thin if you put too much in.
Yeah.
So if you're really into it all, just use the gel.
Okay.
Drops of gel.
Have you ever made sprinkles?
I've never made sprinkles, but I am the sprinkle queen. I have a whole heart sprinkles.
Well, I guess that I've gotten different information because I guess that there can be gluten in sprinkles, and so a lot of people make their own out of icing. I guess I don't really know how they do it, but
I don't either. I've seen it, but I haven't really paid attention because I like to buy mine.
Yeah.
Because they're cute.
They are cute.
I'm not buying all the molds and everything. I don't know. Let me look at mine and see.
Yeah, I don't know what they would have in it, why they would have gluten, but
these are some Easter sprinkles that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's called Brother and Sister Design Studio. Let's see what it has in it. It has sugar, cornstarch, dextrin, carnauba wax, shellac, gum, and yellow, red, and blue colors. It doesn't say nothing, no flour on it or anything. And these are made in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I don't know which ones would have gluten or why they would have gluten, but
I don't know. Let me see it. Let me check a different kind. So these are more solid. These are little Valentine ones. They're hearts and arrows. Let's see what they have in it, if I can read it. I don't know that I can read it. I can't read it. I don't think I can read. It's so small. It's dextrin, corn syrup, some kind of stearate, gum. I can't read it. It's too well. I can, but I don't see any. I don't see any flour or anything in them. Because basically they're just sugar and water.
Yeah, that's always what I thought that they were, but then people talk about gluten-free and that's very strange.
I don't know. I don't have, let's see, try these. Yeah, because all of mine, I've gotten several out. These are just little white balls. And they just have sugar, cornstarch, confectioner's glaze, and wax. That's it.
Okay.
So I think most of them do not have gluten in them.
Do not have gluten. Kathy is asking where I'm from. Kathy, I'm from Arizona, so you're in Texas, and we should meet in the middle, huh? Let's all go to Amarillo.
We can go Amarillo. It's kind of halfway.
Halfway.
Well, I think Jesse you live, do you live close to the hill country, Kathy? I'm not sure. I'm bad with directions, and I'm bad with trying to know where things are. My husband's always like, "You still don't know. West Texas is like this. South Texas is like this." I have no idea. All I know is here in Tulsa, and Oklahoma City. I know.
If I ask Bill which direction is north, he goes like this.
Well, I'm always saying we need to go down to Oklahoma City, and my husband's like, "It's not down." So my grandma and grandpa always, my cousins that live in Oklahoma City, and they go visit, and they say, "We're going to the city."
Yep.
Like, you live in the city.
Well, it's good to know that the sprinkles are safe.
That these are. Yeah, I've gotten 3 different kinds down, and all of them say the same thing. And my grandson loves my sprinkles. He gets over there and pulls them all out and plays with them, puts them back, gets them out again.
Kathy said that she's just miles from Red River, and I'm not sure where that is, but I was singing the song the other day, Red River Valley. Let me look that up. Red River, Texas. I love Texas.
And Red River, parts of Red River are in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. So not too far. So yeah, we could. So somewhere in New Mexico would probably be more reasonable. Let's meet in or West Texas. Wichita Falls. So you're near Wichita Falls. I've always wanted to go to that part of the country. I want to go to that part of the country so bad.
I've been a lot of Texas, but there's a lot of Texas I haven't seen. I've been to Dallas several times.
Me too. My cousin conventions.
My cousin lives in a place called Athens. She lives close to Lake Athens, and she has a farmhouse up there, and we go up there. I haven't been in a long time, but it's really pretty up there too. Yeah, Red River separates Texas and Oklahoma. That's yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. We could meet in Lubbock or Roswell. We could go look for aliens in Roswell. How about it?
I've been through Roswell. I was like, that's pretty cool. You drive through there, and there's like restaurants and stuff named Area 51.
Yeah. It's a neat little town. It's really nice. Cool.
So these are other little Valentine sprinkles. They're little bitty, teeny tiny things. They have silver balls and gold balls in them. They have tapioca in them, but tapioca is not gluten.
No, tapioca is a flour that I use a lot to replace regular wheat flour. So yeah.
So I think you're safe on most of them.
Cool. That's good. Yeah, because I like sprinkles.
I do too. And whenever I closed my cafe down, I gave away tons of sprinkles because I had so many. So I always did cupcakes, and I always have to put them on cakes. But I don't, since I've been making desserts for my son's restaurant, I don't really put sprinkles on his. I said, I'm going to make them a little better. He's getting a case, so I'm going to make them a little fancier.
You need little football and soccer ball sprinkles.
I know, because this is called Sports Page. I have to look for some. So they're going to have a party for the former owner because he retired. And so that might be something really cute. Do some kind of cake with some sports themes on it.
Yeah. I think it would be pretty easy to make like a cheesecake look like a soft or a baseball.
Baseball or football, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when they don't have it planned just yet because my son's getting married in 2 months, and I'm not sure if they're going to do his retirement party before the wedding weekend.
Fun. Yeah, and
We're
then there's
staying at a ranch. They're having it at it's called the Tonka Ranch, and they have kayaking and fishing and I don't know everything out there.
nice.
It's a whole weekend thing.
Cool. That would be fun. And
Yeah,
well, you have to get ready for Super Bowl weekend coming up too, huh?
yeah. I don't know how the restaurant's going to do. And then, like I said earlier, my son's looking at a place for a bakery for me right there by him. I'm like,
That's so cool.
I'm like, who are we gonna con into financing this for us?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that if you added on like a few, some spare change type thing to every bakery item that you sell, you'd have it funded pretty quick.
Maybe add a little bit
Donation to
more.
the cause.
I was like, I don't know about that. You already did that once. Like, I know, but it's my retirement thing.
It'd be so fun. Cool.
Yeah, I love doing the cafe. So Debbie is on here. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Justina
We
made
can't
buttercream.
comment on anything, so we're just watching the comments now. Yes, Debbie, you missed it, but you can watch it on the replay.
It looks really good. We didn't get to taste it though.
I know. I used to taste buttercream all the time. I just got sick of it. I was like, it's good, but I don't want any more. I'm done with buttercream.
I love it. It's my favorite, but I get it so rarely, It's very rare that I get to have buttercream.
So whenever I opened my cafe, my friend's daughter came and worked for me, and she'd always call it the butter sugar flour restaurant.
Sounds good to me.
And she'd always go, buttercream, buttercream. You got buttercream left in that bowl?
It's good stuff.
Our treasured home is here. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Thanks for coming on. Yeah.
Yeah, so she does really, she's nice. She's so sweet. And she posts different people that have lives all the time. She's always trying to keep up with who's having a live win. And she posts them so everybody will know.
On our treasured home?
Debbie is saying, yeah, our treasured home. I'm trying to read this while I'm sitting here, and I can't see very well today. My vision is, I don't know, dry.
Oh, okay. Debbie says, so do you still have a cafe or do you cook only at home now?
No, I don't have a cafe anymore, but my son owns a restaurant here in town, and I do all his desserts. I do them mostly at home and then take them to his restaurant.
And they look fantastic.
He doesn't have room for me there.
They look really good. And all the food that he posts looks really, really good too.
I know. It's oh, she's doing good. Good. Yeah, he's doing great. So the restaurant, I've been posting for them, so they like it because I've been posting all their
That's nice. Yeah,
pictures and stuff. And his partner, when I went up this morning, he goes, "Well, I think you should take over our Facebook page."
Cool.
You guys can do it. They just don't have time. Both of them are busy. I mean, my son works 6 days a week. His other partner, his business partner, has a full-time job, and he's just kind of the silent partner in it. So he's not there very often. He's busy with his job. So I don't know. And the owners, he still comes around, the former owner that they bought it from. So it's a fun time for him. He's been waiting like 15 years to do this.
That's cool. That's really neat.
So I wish one of the businesses right there where he's at, right around him, would move out, and then that way I could just be right there if they want to do a bakery.
Yeah.
Because the
That would
one
be
he's
really
looking at is across the parking lot in another area in this complex. I can't read everything.
Um,
Debbie, she misses. I'll let you read them, Jesse. I can't read today. I can't see very well.
Our treasured home says, wow, that is so cool. And Debbie says, oh, how great. Debbie says, I miss the old cafes we used to have. We have two that still serve the abundance lunch that used to be around different every day.
Oh yeah, I did that. So my son does a different special for lunch, and he does a different special for dinner. When I had my cafe, I was just open for breakfast and lunch. So I did usually a lunch special. Yeah. I love diners. When we go on vacation, that's where we always stop.
Yeah.
Diner.
We hardly have any around here. And sometimes, there's just like those special things that you really, really want, and we have like a couple of chains and that's it. And not really any little diners like that anymore. She says we always want the lunches that were different. Like what's your favorite, Debbie? What's your favorite lunch? Kathy says a blue plate special.
Yeah. Yeah. We did that at the hotel where I work at years ago. We did a blue plate special every day. I don't think anybody remembers those. I mean, kids don't remember them for sure, but nobody does like a blue plate hardly anymore. I just did a lunch special. They always got dessert with it. But the first time I did chicken and dumplings, I did like my grandma's recipe, and it was rolled chicken and dumplings. I had people lined up at 10:45 in this town waiting for chicken and dumplings.
How cool. Where did the blue plate special start? Was that at I can't think of what the name of the restaurant was. That like Woolworths or something? Did it start there or something?
Maybe we do have Woolworths. No, we don't have any in Oklahoma, I don't think anymore, but we had one in the town where I grew up in. It was a really small town, and I loved one there. It was my favorite place to go.
Debbie says, oh gosh, the steak with tomatoes and onions.
Oh yeah, like a smothered steak.
And chicken and dumplings. Yeah. Chicken and dumplings sounds really, really good right now. Really good.
I've got my kids love my grandma.
I haven't made chicken and dumplings in so long. I haven't tried to make dumplings gluten-free. I just don't know if they'll turn out right, but I should try. It's scary.
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to read what Debbie.
Tomatoes, floured steak, onions baked in the oven. I can't remember the name. Tomatoes. It's like a chicken fried steak.
We just always called it smothered steak. I think there may be another name. Swiss. I think it may be called Swiss steak. Floured with the tomatoes and onions and baked in the oven. I think that might be it. I'm not real sure.
That sounds good. I've got to make soups today for our Super Bowl 23.
I got to make mine this week, so hopefully I get to stay home and I don't have to go stay at the hotel. Yeah. The weather's bad. I can make mine. I can read that. Debbie says, yes, that's it. Yeah, Swiss steak.
Swiss steak. Cool.
Yeah, so Jesse and I are doing another collaboration. We're doing Super Bowl 23. It's the soup collaboration. And they'll be posted on Saturday and Sunday next weekend. Yeah, that's my kids' birthday. I have my son's the February 2nd, my daughter's February 3rd, and my new daughter-in-law to be, hers is the 1st. So I have 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of February next week.
She says, I make my dumplings out of the broth. I really don't like the buttermilk dumplings. Oh dear, LOL.
I
I've
don't
never
either.
made buttermilk.
I've never made buttermilk biscuits either. I use the flour, water, salt, and pepper, and I roll them out real thin and just cook them forever.
The only time I've made dumplings is out of Bisquick. Is that
They're
bad?
good.
I love them.
They're pretty good that way.
Yeah.
When I've done them with it's too. I make them too gooey. I make them too
Oh
big.
dear.
They puff up.
Yeah, mine puff up pretty big too. Yeah. But I can't.
And
I haven't
Debbie
tried, like, if there's a gluten-free Bisquick, I haven't tried that yet. So maybe I should.
yeah, there is though, isn't there, a gluten-free biscuit?
I think that they've come out with one. She said, Debbie says,
Oh,
girl, dumplings are easy.
yeah, they're pretty easy. I mean, just if you do them that way, just the flour and water, it's just, you mix them together and then roll them out.
I just don't know if the gluten-free, if it's rice flour, so I don't know if it would just separate, once it gets in the water, or if it would hold together like that. I'm not sure what will happen.
I don't know. Those frozen noodles, those Ramon the frozen egg noodles, do pretty good. They do well. If you're not they probably don't have gluten-free ones or egg noodles.
I just found some gluten-free egg noodles. I haven't tried them yet, but they didn't have really good reviews, so I don't know. It's a different world. Debbie
We
says
went to
that
Aldi's.
easy.
Aldi's has so much gluten-free stuff now, but it's like made and it doesn't all say gluten-free, but it'll say gluten-free product, but it's like coconut stuff and stuff made with rice flour and just so much to choose from.
Not for nothing, or not sure what's cooking is on here. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Cherie. You missed it, Cherie, but you can go back and watch it on the replay. She was like, I hope I don't miss it. That's me. I'm always missing stuff, and I even bought me a nice big day timer.
I have to put reminders in my phone, or things slip by me easily.
I put reminders in my phone, and then I tape notes to my refrigerator door.
Yeah, it's good.
Because my sticky notes won't stick to my refrigerator door. So I have to tape them. Yeah, Cherie, it'll be there on the replay. So I'm glad you get to watch it. If you have any questions, you can email me, or anything. I'm open. I'll answer.
So when you were making it, you put vanilla and almond extract in?
Yes.
Do you always do that? Is that standard?
My standard. I don't know how many other people do it that way. I just think it tastes really good with the almond in it. And I can't read what our treasured home.
Oh, she says I'm always writing down notes and stuff. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. And not sure what's cooking says, okay, I will. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being here. Yeah.
Yeah. And Cherie is from Missouri.
Okay.
And
I'm the most western
sure. Are you
one.
Debbie, are you in Florida? I can't. I have a problem. Well, I have long COVID, so my memory's shot. It's hard for me to remember things all the time. I have to write everything down. No, Debbie's in Texas.
Okay, so we've got two from Texas.
Yeah, Kathy and Debbie are in Texas.
Cool.
What part of Texas? Cherie says she's a native Texan. Oh, you just been in Missouri for 3 years, Cherie? And she's in the Ozarks too. So Rita, when she comes on, she's kind of in those arts too. She's in the country, really, in Arkansas, and where Rita lives, it's Rita's Roost. Where she lives is really a pretty area, Arkansas. I've been there a couple of times.
Nice. Debbie says that she's had COVID twice, both and bad sick both times, and can't remember nothing. Yeah,
I know.
And
She's in Debbie's in Northeast Texas.
And not sure what's cooking. I live in Missouri now, right? MO is Missouri.
Yes.
Northeast Texas, and Debbie says I love Rita's Roost. Yeah,
she's hilarious.
Been on a lot of the lives, but let's see her.
Yeah, she usually does, but I don't know. Sometimes Saturdays, I think she probably works out in her yard and her garden. It's nice right now, so it's not going to be nice this week around here. She only lives probably maybe 4 hours from me. So usually whatever happens here is going to happen where she lives. And Cherie too. Cherie will get it on down the line.
Yeah.
How it goes.
Debbie said she's making a heart quilt.
Okay. Yes. Her quilts are so pretty. I don't have the patience.
My mom quilts, and so I have a lot of quilts from her, and so I don't have to make my own. She's making them all for me. She makes a lot of good ones.
My great grandma was a quilter. She could make such pretty quilts. I can't. I've made baby quilts a few times, and I just don't have patience.
I can do it on a machine, but I can't hand stitch anything. I'm not good at that.
Cherie says Deb is her friend. I'm trying to read this.
She didn't live very far from me when I was there.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. Not sure what's cooking. I thought that your little, what is it? For your channel, the little thing it's an onion, right? I thought it was a little pig. All this time I thought it was the little pig. It's an onion. I see it bigger now. That's very cute.
So I think Cherie is kind of like Jim.
Oh, okay.
Jim's Kitchen. She does some fun things.
Nice. Debbie says, I remember the woman hanging the quilter from the ceilings.
My great grandma had a quilter, a quilt thing, her frame, and she had a rope, and she pulled it up and down to let her quilt. Cool. She had an extra bedroom. Cherie says it's garlic, not onion.
Oh, it's garlic. Okay, cool. Pink garlic. And yes, she does. I like her cooking. Good. Yeah. Garlic. That makes sense. Pink or purple garlic. And
yeah, I was watching Cherie the other day and I thought, she's almost like Jim's Kitchen, always doing something fun.
Yeah, it's neat to come up with new recipes. It's nice to try new things, I think that's one of the great things about YouTube is it gets people opportunities to try something different, step out of their comfort zone. So that's a really good thing.
Yeah, it was. I go back to some of my old videos and I'm like,
I don't go back. I can't do it.
I don't want to go back there. I mean, not that I'm great now, but I don't want to go back to that at all.
I don't want to go back. I am going to remake my very first video, I think on my anniversary of starting, which is in June. I'm going to redo my snickerdoodle recipe because it's really good, and I don't think that it's as popular as it should be. It's a really nice almond flour snickerdoodle. So I'm going to redo that one. Debbie says, I just made up
my lemon cookies. I did redo it because it was really bad.
Yeah, mine's pretty bad, but I did it. Debbie says, I just made up fried onions with dinner today. So good. Why have a taste for something out of the blue? Yeah.
My great grandma ate onions with almost every meal. either raw or cooked. I'm like, oh. She passed away when I was 27. So I had two great grandmas. I was really blessed. My kids even knew my great grandmas. So it was their great great grandmas. Not many people get to do that.
Very rare. Yeah. Not sure what's cooking. She says, "Oh, thanks, Justina." Yeah. I'll have to check out more of your videos. I know I've watched a couple of them, but I need to check out some more. And Kathy says snickerdoodle iced with buttercream, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Sure.
I can make that happen now.
Yeah. Sure, it'll work anytime. Buttercream with anything.
Debbie says, I love onions and I never knew my grandparents, they passed. Yeah. Yeah, Stelly Grills and Chills, he did pickled red onions the other day, and those look really good. I think that I would like adding those to a lot of things.
They're really good on sandwiches. The pickled onions. They really are. But I live with Mr. Picky. He's not here right now. I sent him out.
Has anybody pickled avocados? Have you guys ever pickled avocados? I want to try that.
I don't know. I see what Kathy. My great grandma had a green onion on every plate too, even after she's in a nursing home. Yeah,
those are good. That's like a normal thing for part of the country, isn't it? To have a green onion. My grandparents used to do that too. My grandmother was from Missouri, and I don't know if that's something that she started or not. Not sure what's cooking. My name is Jessie, so I'm Jessie at Catalina Treats. So, and Fifth and Overland. I have 2 channels because I'm crazy.
So we do a lot of collaborations. So Cherie, if you ever get to do a collaboration with us, I hope you do. We're doing the Super Bowl 23 for this Saturday and Sunday. Any soup, just post it and put that hashtag on there. And Flour, Eggs, and Yeast is here. Hey.
Hi. How are you doing? You made it. Yeah, we've got the Super Bowl 23 and then the Valentine's collaboration where we challenge to make something out of candy hearts, passion fruit, and brown rice. And I figured out my recipe.
I have mine.
All of those in your recipe.
But you know what I can't find is candy hearts.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why. I'm going to go back by Walmart again today and maybe they have some. I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't find candy hearts. I might have to use just some of my sprinkles.
Yeah. You have Walgreens? Because I'm sure that Walgreens usually has a great candy selection.
Yeah. But our Walgreens here in town is open on the weekends.
Huh.
But I'm headed to Tulsa, so maybe I can stop at a Walgreens there. Dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a dollar store here. I can stop on the way to work and see if they have some. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where I bought mine, but I got some right away because I didn't want them to get sold out or something, so I got a couple of packets of them, but I think just at a grocery store because I think that's the only stores I've been to for a couple months.
Aldi's didn't have them. The Walmart here didn't have them, so I'll go by a dollar store. Flour, eggs, and yeast. Oh my God, that's funny. Cam has a hate relationship with the flavor of passion.
It's very sour. I tried it when I was cooking last time, and it's really, really sour. But I think that what I'm gonna make, I think it'll blend well. So we're gonna try it out one way or another.
Well, I got passion fruit, some puree, because I went to 4 stores, no passion fruit frozen here in my area. I don't know. Maybe I live too far out. Even in Tulsa, I went in Tulsa and they didn't have it.
I'm surprised that my Walmart had them. My friend got them for me, and I thought that I was going to have to order like some dried or something, or just a juice or something. But yeah, found already chunked up passion fruit frozen, so that was good.
Or
I'm glad.
Kathy asked if candy hearts are gluten free.
I
I
believe
don't know.
so.
Probably. I think so. Because all they are is like corn syrup, sugar, and water.
I think they're cornstarch. Yeah,
Probably
chalk.
cornstarch. Yeah.
They're chalk and drywall. They have changed our dollar store here, not as much as they used to have. I haven't been into a dollar store in a long time. We have a Dollar Tree, and it's a really nice one in Dollar General. And
We have a Dollar General, but it also too it doesn't have nearly the stuff it used to have. Although their eggs are cheaper there than anywhere else in town.
I've always gone there for party supplies. Like they used to have the thicker plastic tablecloths, and so I'd go there for party supplies. But I haven't been there lately. I haven't been there for a while. I did get this for my birthday party that I had on YouTube. I got this at Dollar General because it was so
How
cute.
cute.
Yeah, that was it was funny.
Well, we've been on for over an hour now.
Okay. Well, I hope that you guys can join in the soup and the Valentine's challenge. That would be fun.
Yeah.
You guys.
Wait, when was your birthday, Jessie?
You were there. You guys were there. That was during COVID when we had my crazy birthday party, and we played. I had the piñata, and this was my baseball bat to hit the piñata. That was a couple years ago. It was so much fun. YouTube party was so fun.
Well, have a good day, Kathy. Yeah, it's supposed to get nasty here in the tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be sleeting here. Fun. But I have to go to work, and maybe it won't be doing anything when I leave.
Yeah. Hopefully the roads will be safe. Yeah, Teresa, I had so much fun at my birthday party. The trivia was really fun. I want to do some trivia again. That was cool. You guys made
I used to do trivia on my when I was doing my home bakery a lot. I would do trivia questions on it, and I would give prizes away, and they all thought it was fun. The funnest one was a full Irish breakfast, and I would give them a hint every 2 days. I would give them another hint of what it was. Finally, somebody looked at that, but everybody thought that one was the funnest because it took like over a week to do it. Because if you look at a full Irish breakfast, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
I think they're fun. I think I love trivia.
Yeah, it's a good way to pass time because you can learn something too. Not just fun, but you can learn stuff too. So that's always good.
Things I didn't know.
So are you saving the buttercream for the next class, and you'll teach us how to decorate?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The next one will probably be in a couple weeks. So we are going to learn basic flowers and border.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be with the stiff or medium buttercream and a tip. The tip is, I'll show you what it looks like. This one is a Wilton tip, but they're all almost the same. I'll put it real close. Look. Okay. They're all almost the same. They have the same numbers on it, even though it's not Wilton. I'll tell you what, it's a 1M. Show you what it looks like on the sides. So even if it's not Wilton, it usually is the same. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Okay. 1M.
It's a big tip. It's a big tip. And this one does so much. I mean, if you have this tip and a writing tip, you can do a lot. Cool. A lot. Okay. So we'll just do some basic drop flowers, like the little swirls that you do, the rose, the swirl rose that goes on, a lot on cupcakes, and some borders and some other stuff. They're really easy. So
Cool.
if you did the buttercream today, save it. If not, look at the video and make some buttercream.
I'll have to make some for next time because I want to try improving my skills on this, or gaining any skills because I don't really have any right now.
Oh, I did it all when I first started, and I started taking cake decorating lessons, and I took them from this one. I took a couple from this one lady, and then she was teaching a night I couldn't go, so I had to finish up with a different one. Both of them are really good and taught me a lot. And one of them is on my Facebook, on my Okie Girls Baking Facebook page. She's still there, but yeah, she's the one. She's my first teacher, and she taught me a lot. So
Cool.
it just takes a lot of practice.
Yeah. That's
And you get better every time you try. You really do. You get better and better.
cool.
So it's just time and learning how to do it. And I'll try to maybe make some kind of printouts. I don't know how to do them on here. Might have to be on my my Facebook page or my website that you can print out. Or I'll just put it on the community tab, and you can go there and look and see.
Okay. Not sure what's cooking, says Jesse and Flour, Eggs, and Yeast. I'm going to check y'all's channel out soon. Justina, your channel is awesome. My friend, I enjoy watching. That's cool. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Cherie.
Yeah, Flour, Eggs, and Yeast, they have a lot of great stuff on their channel, too. A lot of different stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah, I wanted to stow away with them.
Yeah, I know, right? They just went on a cruise, so yeah.
I went on a Mickey cruise. I was like, I can go away there and go.
That was really fun.
It looked really nice. My future daughter-in-law loves Mickey. She just thinks they went for a week in the summer. Yeah, in the summer. And I was surprised my son went, but he did. We try. I went to go back on the cruise. Yeah.
I bet. It looked great. And
I've only been on one cruise. It wasn't a warm cruise. It was in Alaska, but it was fun. I loved it. So,
I would like to go on that too.
Well, Teresa, when we got to Juneau was 80 degrees, so it wasn't like it was it was cool. It was hot that day.
Huh. Oh, I always expected to be cold up there.
In the summertime, it doesn't ever get really hot, but like Juneau, it was in September, so that's their where the salmon swim upstream, and they go through town there, and it's really warm at that time of year.
Interesting.
And it stinks.
Yeah, I bet.
The salmon that don't make it.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I want to go on another cruise. I'm going to drag my husband, go on a cruise. I want to go on the one up the Mississippi River.
Yeah, I want to do that too. That sounds really, really fun.
It's expensive. I don't think I have to win the lottery to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it does sound really neat, though. It sounds like a really good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Teresa, Teresa, it was a full marathon, wasn't it, that you ran? It was the 26 miles. And Not Sure What's Cooking says, fun, Alaska. My brother is one of those mountain men and has been there for 40 years. Wow.
Wow. Is he on TV? Is he one of the Alaska people?
The Alaskan mountain men? Yes. Okay. So Teresa did run a full marathon. That just blows me away. I just, every time I think about that, I mean, for me to go out and run a mile is really, really crazy.
I used to run, but not like that. It would kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick is on here. Hey, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
How are you doing?
My next marathon goal is Berlin, Germany, 18 months to train. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I bet that would be really, really fun. Yeah. Keep us posted on that one. She says the marathon hurt.
We'll walk.
The next day was a little hard. So, Cooking with Rick, thanks for being on here too. It's nice of you to join us.
We haven't seen Rick in a while.
Yeah, I've been watching some of his videos and good stuff. So, not sure
Doing
what's cooking.
great, Rick. I'm having problems with my eyes today. Can't see.
Not sure what's cooking says they film below zero where he calls home. And so he is
Oh,
on
yeah.
the TV show, huh? And Cam and Teresa comments are going to be open today. Okay, so they can
So Rick's
comment.
back in business. We can comment again.
Cool. Cooking with Rick goes so good to see you. We must be able to comment on your videos so they can comment again. Okay. So below zero where he films or where he calls home. I just can't imagine. I'm from Arizona. I can't imagine below zero temperatures. I just can't. Yeah, totally different way of living. Flower Eggs and Yeast says, "Hooray, Cooking with Rick. Cam wanted me to tell you, don't let the trolls push you around. We're so happy to have them back." Yeah, those. It just feels so invasive, doesn't it? I mean, just like wish you could just that they would just leave you alone, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
Just
better.
stroll on by. It's
Yeah.
but that's how people are.
Yeah. Someday
They
it'll
have
be.
to find something to complain about. Somebody
Yeah.
does out.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
Yep.
I know sometimes it just gets aggravating. You have to see that over and over and over. And just shut
It
up.
does. Yeah. And Debbie says, so sad people are that way. I know, right? I mean, like how do they? I don't understand why they want to spend their time doing that, but we will persevere. So we've got a lot of good things to say. So we'll put all that out there. And Cooking with Rick, I've have my channel for 9 years and I am not going anywhere. I'm glad, Rick. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, don't let them push you around.
Not sure what's Cooking says. Oh, it's 25 below last week and he calls that a warm spell. Yeah, wow. I'm used to 65 to 80 degree weather in the winter here. We've had down to 25 degrees here recently, and that's been really cold. But yeah, I know why people want to retire to Arizona. I understand that.
Yeah.
Debbie says,
Arizona
yes,
or Florida, where it's warm. I don't care.
What's that?
Arizona or Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And Teresa says, that's awesome. Cooking with Rick. You have a huge audience. One day I hope we'll have that many subs. Yeah, Cooking with Rick, you guys, you do have a great audience. You have a lot of loyal followers.
Yeah.
He says, tonight I'm posting a homemade turnip soup. It's cooking now. Ooh, that sounds good too. Yummy. Turnip soup. I've never had turnip soup. Never had it. And Teresa says, what's cooking? Oh my goodness. Where do you live? She's talking about her brother is on Alaska Mountain Men. And he's in Alaska.
It's below the show below zero, I think is what she said.
Oh, okay.
That's cold.
And Cooking with Rick says, thank you, Teresa. You're awesome people with awesome content. Yes, you are. You are. For sure. She says, Alaska is no joke.
Yeah. But it's fun up there. There's a lot to see. I did excursions every place we stopped, every port. We did an excursion. So cool.
I think
I have so many pictures.
I think that I get kind of complacent with how hard it is to live in the heat, through the summer. That's really difficult too. I don't think that you have the same like the exposure problems, but but it's hard to make it through 110 to 120 degree weather, you know, like
Yeah,
that's
it's
not easy
huge.
either.
We had so much heat here. You can come say something.
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
How are you?
He's hiding over there.
Don't hide.
Oh,
Hi,
now he's
Lynn.
coming.
Well,
Hello.
it's good to see you
Yeah.
on here.
Huh?
It's good to see you on here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I can contribute a lot.
I bet you could.
The taste tester.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to go to work, so I wish we could talk a little bit longer, but I have a long drive too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we will be back again, so just keep a lookout for posting for when we're going to be on, and we'll have more. You'll do more frosting icing classes, and
Yeah, so I'll post when we have the next class. So give you plenty of time to get what you need for the next one. All you need is just you'll need the buttercream and the tip and the bag, and
okay.
we'll go from there and give you plenty of time.
And hopefully we'll see everybody in the collaborations too. So, and the challenge. I can't wait to see what people make for this challenge. It'll be so fun.
We said bye. Love you, Justine and Catalina. He called you Cat.
Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for being on
Bye,
here.
everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll see you
We'll see you
guys
next time.
later. Bye.
Bye.